Hi everyone, let's do Leetcode 242 valid anagram. So given two strings s and t, we want to return true if t is an anagram of s. An anagram is a word that is formed by rearranging letters of a different word or phrase. If we look at example 1, we can see that these two strings are anagrams. T is an anagram of s because we have the same letters reused in T. If we take S, we've got 3 A's, and you can see that T has the same 3 A's. We have one N in T. We've got one G here, one G here. We've got NR and the M, and the same in T. Using the definition of anagram, we can say that T is an anagram of S, so we're going to return true. Example 2, we can see that they have the same length, but we've got a missing T. So instead of a T, we've got a C here. So this word is not an anagram of S. So we're going to return false. Let's look into a solution now. So the first condition for a word to be an anagram is to have the same length as the source word. So in this case, we can see that both S and T have length 7. So the first condition is satisfied. The next condition for these two, for T to be an anagram of S, is to have the same count for each letter that is appearing in this word. So S has A count equals to 3, N count equal to 1, it has a G count equal to 1. It has a R count equal to 1 and the M count equal to 1 as well. Let's do the same for T. As we can see here, S and T both have the same count for each letter that is appearing in the word. This means that T is an anagram of S, or vice versa. We can also say S is an anagram of T. This looks very much like a hash map. So in order to solve this problem, we can actually use two hash maps. One is going to be the hash map for the string S, and one is going to be the hash map for string T. These hash maps are going to have as key the letter of the alphabet and as count their frequency in each of the strings. We will first look into string S and fill a hash map with the frequencies of each character appearing in such string. We will do the same for T. And then we will compare. If after we fill the hash maps, they both have the same elements, it means that they are anagrams. The time complexity of this solution is O of S plus T. And this is because we will have to iterate over both S and T in order to fill these two hash maps. The memory complexity, in this case, if we look at the constraints, it says that S and T consist of the lowercase English letters. So we can say that the memory complexity is O of 1 because no matter how long the string, we always have 26 letters in the alphabet. So the memory complexity, it's constant. The first thing we need are two hash maps. These two hash maps are going to contain how many times each number has appeared in the input string, basically the frequency of each character. Next thing we want to do is check whether the two strings have the same length. This is how we can do it. We can just use this function len, and we check if the two strings have different lengths. It means that they can't be anagrams of each other, so we're just going to return false. If we have satisfied the condition above, we can now go into the actual logic. We first want to start by filling each hash map. So we can use a for loop. So we want each character in the string S, and we want to set count S. The key is going to be the character, and we just want to keep adding every time we see the same character. So we're just going to add 1, to the count of this character that's already in the hash map. We also need to give a default value 0. So this is an edge case. The first time we're going to see a character, it's not going to be in the hash map. Therefore, we need default value. So in this case, this is how we can do it in Python. We need to do the same thing for the second string t. Same thing here. We want to return a default value. This is important, otherwise this is not going to work. So now that we have filled each hash map with the frequencies of each character, we can simply check if count is the same as count t, return true, and otherwise we just return false if the condition above is not true. We can actually simplify this by just writing this. Let's now see if this works. It works. Please like and subscribe if you found this video useful.